Hey guys, I'm Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft, and today I thought I would do a little my top picks. If I had to start all over again with my Ferro rods, what would I pick and why? Okay, I have 6 Ferro rods set up, and these are the ones that are my go-tos and the ones that I use when I'm teaching classes and the ones that I carry on a daily basis. And I'll explain to you why, and then from my top 6 you can narrow it down, or you can prioritize them to see which one may be helpful for you if you're looking to replace some ferro rods in your kit. So number one, the firesteels.com, the fire steel that came with the magnesium and the ferro rod and a purposely made scraper. It's a hard ferro rod, so it's going to last a long time. It comes on a lanyard, so that acts as well to me as a handle does. Once you learn how to wrap your hand with that lanyard, it gives you something to hold on to. You've always got your tinder with you, and you have that purposely made scraper. The price point on it is affordable. It does vary from time to time, so you just check that out if it's something that you're interested in. I don't get anything from this company. It's just that when I mention companies, it's because I like their product, and that's really the only reason why. It's a nice size, so it could go in my pocket or my kit, and with the lanyard it can hook onto my belt, so I know it's going to stay attached to my body. So that would be my first choice, because it's not too small, it's not too big, and the price is affordable. Next, if I wanted something for longer term, if I wanted something that was going to last a really long time, my next option would be this right here. This is a 1/2 inch by 6 inch ferro rod from Self-Reliance Outfitters. It's the Pathfinder store, and they sell this with a scraper. They even have a, this is just one that I made, but they even have a little leather sheath that'll fit in it with a belt loop, or without the belt loop, whatever. You can get options for it, is what I'm saying. No handle, so they recommend you just wrap some duct tape around the end of it to make yourself a handle, or you can customize them yourself. But the quality of the fire steel, and it's a soft fire steel, so now I have, let's say I bought the one from firesteels.com first. I have tinder and I have a hard steel that would be on my body. In this, I have a softer fire steel that would be in my haversack or in my pack. So I have the ability for both hard or soft rods if I want those long-lasting embers, or if I just want a lot of hot sparks. Now, with all that said, if I was on a budget, it's hard to beat this right here. This is a soft fire steel. It's a small size. It's bigger than the Scout, and it's smaller than the Army, like my fire rod. It's a nice size ferro rod, fits nicely in your knife sheath, and I got this one on sale for $3. I think they normally run $5. So if you want something on a budget that will work for you every day, that's a great option to have. Now, one of my favorites for a kit or for a long-term type ferro rod, if you need something that you know you're going to be able to start a fire, you need Surefire. And Surefire means having your purposely made tinder. And when I say purposely made, it's made to ignite with a ferro rod, and that's where the Strike Force will come in handy. The price on these have really dropped now. I think they're down below $15 now, so it's getting pretty common man priced. I did increase the lanyard size on mine to give me a little bit more room, but you can do that. But here's the advantage of this thing. You get the 1/2 inch ferro rod, but it's short. It's less than 2 inches. But you get a good quality scraper that works in any position. It's a hard rod, so between it being hard and it being a 1/2 inch, it's going to last you a long time. It's built in this ABS plastic container, which gives you dexterity in cold or in the event that you have a hand injury. And encased in the back, you have room for a couple of, well, these are micro Infernos, I believe, but it's a purposely made fire starter. You can pick the one of your choice and put in here. A lot of people use the Weber cubes, wet fire. I've even seen people put the cotton and Vaseline in there and the little straws and type stuff. You can do whatever you want that works for you, but the point is that you've got everything you need to get a sustained flame right here in one handy little package. It's a little big to put in a pocket for me, but it's definitely right for putting in a backpack or an emergency kit. My last pick is actually the one that I carry every day, and it's my last pick even though it's my everyday carry, which may not make a lot of sense to you, but it's a little bit shorter. I believe this one is only 5 inches. It's a hard composite instead of a soft composite like the one from the Self-Reliance Outfitters, but it's a good quality rod, and I just ordered this one off the internet. And one reason why it's my last choice, even though it's the one that I carry every day when I go out into the woods, is because it did not come with a hole. I had to drill the hole in it myself. I put my own little leather lanyard on it so that I could hook it onto my belt so I'm not going to lose it. So I know if I fall down the side of a hill and lose all of my gear or fall out of a boat or something, it's going to be attached to me. But it's a hard ferro rod, and after practice I like them. I think it works just fine for me. That's the reason I carry it every day. But I ordered it off the internet, and I really can't tell you where to order it from. I looked on there and there was a 1/2 inch by 5 inch ferro rod for like $8, and I'm like, I've got to check this out. The shipping's probably going to be outrageous, and it wasn't. And I was able to pick it up for a very economical price, and it works really well, and that's why it's my favorite. You'll just have to do your research and take your chances. Is it a hard or a soft rod? But either one will work for you just fine. And finally, just in case you already have your primary ferro rod, you're already carrying it every day, you're using it, you know how to use them, and you just want a good quality backup, here's the Light My Fire knife. Comes with a built-in ferro rod in the very back end. Yes, it is a small rod. It's a hard rod. It's a Light My Fire rod, combination with more knife. So you get a good quality knife and a good quality ferro rod in one package, and that's hard to beat for a backup knife. I really like the product. So there's my top choices. I hope this helps, maybe to help narrow down the field for you a little bit. Maybe you can watch some of my other videos where I'm using these products, and it'll give you a little bit better idea of how they work. And thanks for joining me for this. I hope to help. I'm Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft, home of global safety and survival. Until next time, God bless.